We've been joined by Ms. Stephanie Weir and Mr. Jonathan Pollard. Both of them are with the Gatwick Airport. Many thanks for speaking to CNBC-TV18. First of all, I would like to know what are your plans regarding welcoming Air India back to Gatwick?
We're very excited to welcome them, and we're planning a very big celebration with them for their inaugural flight. So we'll be doing a celebration in the airport, and we'll also be doing an event with the UK trade following their first flight.
Right. So could you give us some more details about the flights that will land back at Gatwick as far as Air India is concerned? Which will be the routes?
So there's 4 routes they're going to be operating. So Kochi, Amritsar, Ahmedabad and Goa. Which are all obviously quite different in terms of the relative attractiveness to the UK outbound market as well as the India market as well. We think they'll be phenomenally popular. We're not surprised that they've chosen to operate them from Gatwick. And we've been really pleased to work with the Air India team, who have a very transformative and forward-thinking mentality, I think, to how they approach the next few years.
Right. So if we compare the number of flights from India to Gatwick, are they back to the pre-pandemic level?
I mean, in terms of capacity, we currently don't have any direct services to India, so these will be 21 weekly flights that are new. We have obviously continued to have 3 daily A380 services with Emirates, 2 with Qatar, so there's significant indirect capacity. But I think if you look at 2019, 60% of the UK to India market travelled indirectly. We think that's too high, and that's why we're welcoming this new direct capacity.
So the summer season is just around the corner. What are your preparations for a peak summer season?
Making sure that we're fully resourced, not just us as an airport, but of all our partners, the ground handlers, the airlines, so that we have a seamless experience for our passengers.
Right. So as far as the Indian aviation market is concerned, we are seeing that suddenly there's a huge interest for the Indian aviation sector globally. So as far as Gatwick Airport's interest is concerned, there's another set of 11 airports that are set to be privatized. Would Gatwick Airport be interested in managing those airports in India?
Quite openly, my interest at the moment is getting as many carriers as possible in India to fly to Gatwick. That's certainly mine and Stephanie's priority, and exactly the reason that we're here today.
Right. And as far as increasing the Indian presence at Gatwick Airport is concerned, what is the level of negotiations that you're in right now? And are there any carriers that you're in touch with to have direct or indirect flights from India to Gatwick besides Air India?
We are having conversations with multiple carriers that have the potential to fly into Gatwick, and hopefully we'll see the fruits of those labor very soon with more flights.
Right. So immigration is a major issue all across the world. We are seeing the huge queues everywhere. Like we talk about in some Indian airports, and usually the same picture is also there for a few airports which are outside India. So what is the situation right now at Gatwick, and when do you feel that things will completely smoothen out?
I think we're pretty much back to normal. I think the scenes that you describe are very much reflective of 2022, when frankly the world's aviation industry restarted after 2 years on pause. So I think we're in a much better shape. We've got a very normal operation as it stands today, and as Stephanie said, when we get to August of this year, we'll have over 4.5 million passengers travelling through the airport. So we're fully geared up for it, and I think it'll be normal services resumed.
Very lastly, I would like to ask, the Indian aviation sector is picking up, it has suddenly become a sunrise sector. So what sort of synergies are you exploring right now?
Well, I think there's a lot of synergies that we can focus on to try and have more business traffic, more leisure traffic, and increase the trade between the two countries. So we're excited to be a part of that.